Hello everyone, my name is Gavin Stogdell. Welcome to the second episode of the North Star. North students are meeting on Fridays in tutorial with IU students who will advise them on personal finance and investment. Each student is given $100 to invest any way they see fit, and when they graduate, they are given their rewards.
First Generation Investors is a club opportunity, I suppose. It's a 8-week commitment that students make to join IU tutors in tutorial, specifically on Fridays. Once in the fall, we'll do a cohort. Once in the spring, we'll do a cohort.
We tutor high school students on the power of investing, and then after 8 weeks, we're able to give them $100 to start their investing journeys. Teach them great lessons in financial literacy and help them kickstart their investing career. I'm the co-president of First Generation Investors at Indiana University. I'm a senior studying finance and digital and social media business applications, and have the pleasure of spearheading and running this organization for the past couple years. It's been a pleasure to work with Bloomington High School North.
Yeah, so First Generation Investor is basically like an IU course, an 8-week course where we get to learn about bonds, personal finance, and how to invest better to basically build a healthier relationship with money and wealth.
Tutors come in from IU, specifically from Kelly, to educate, inform students 9th through 12th grade who are interested on what the stock market is, how to invest, how to get involved, what interest, simple versus compound is, stocks versus bonds, and try to make a good plan for investing in the future.
We've learned about mutual funds and ETFs, and we've learned about different kinds of interest.
What bonds are, what kind of investment can you make on bonds?
I didn't know, I've always been interested in investing in stocks because I know how it can be so rewarding financially, but I don't really know where to start with that, so I saw this as an opportunity to give me a start.
I'm interested in really knowing how to manage money. I think it's such an important thing that we sort of miss and don't know how to navigate as we get older. So it's really cool to just get to learn about sort of the outside world and how it works in terms of finance.
They have 7 weeks worth of lessons that go from how to start a brokerage account through what a mutual fund is, stocks versus bonds, diversification, risk management, making sure that they know to invest money and kind of leave it put so that it can grow over time. And then on week 8, the last time that we meet, they learn how to share that information with their tutors. So they create a small presentation that explains where they want to invest their money. When students complete the program, First Generation Investors gives them $100 to invest, and the student has to explain where they want that money invested.
We talk about what we do with $100 if we receive the money.
Based on everything we've learned about all the different kinds of things you can invest in.
Yeah.
I think with my $100, I'm interested in tech. So that's one, I will invest in some of those companies. And I think real estate is really cool. There has been usually a pretty steady sort of field to invest in. So yeah, those are the 2 fields I'm interested in investing in.
Even if you only have $10, $5, it's really important to start your investing and your savings journey when you're young, so that you can let that money grow and use it throughout your life. It's been great to share lessons in financial literacy. It's something that I'm so passionate about, and I love being able to share that with other students and just seeing how much they learn over the past 8 weeks, and just how that knowledge grows and sets them up for the future.
Do it, sign up. It's 8 tutorials on Fridays. It's 37 minutes now in tutorial. It's not that long of a commitment. IU tutors come in, so you aren't listening to a teacher, you're listening to people who are learning about it and doing it. They're really engaging tutors, actually. And you get money in the end of it. Why wouldn't you sign up?
In 1972, Title IX, a law prohibiting sex-based discrimination in public schools, was passed. In 1977, one of our current teachers and coaches at North was a student. She had to run on the boys' cross-country team because they did not have a girls' cross-country team at the time. Here's her story about how she fought tooth and nail to allow future women to run on the girls' cross-country team.
Hi, my name is Amy Crozier, and I'm a teacher in the English department. I am an assistant coach with girls cross country and with track. When I was a high schooler here at North, there was no real process. I just joined the team. I didn't understand at the time that there wasn't a girls' team. I just came to run, and they told me I couldn't initially because I was a girl. So I went home and thought about that a little bit, and then looked into Title IX and came back and told them that I could run, that they had to let me run, and eventually they did. I think the most memorable moment in high school for me was by my senior year, we had a girls' team. And that was really important for me, to get a girls' team and to get that running, literally. And every year we took PE, and every year I paid attention and to see who would want to join, who had some talent and ability, and then I worked really hard to make sure they felt welcome. And because it's hard work, it's a lot of mileage. I think what I see now with students, I think you just have to keep trying. I think every time you don't get what you want or you don't accomplish quite what you wanted, you've got to keep analyzing that and reviewing that and figuring out how to do better next time. I think I'd like to see more students involved in sports. I think we have sports that aren't official now, but they're gaining some traction, like boys volleyball is one of them, correct? And I would just like to see more students involved in the sports aspect. I think I would like to encourage students to find a way they can exercise whatever sport that falls or might not fall into. I think exercise is really important along with, the rest of the academics of school. And I happen to believe that there's a place for everyone on the track team. And it's a great way to feel you're a part of the community and find a specific sport within track that you could be a part of. Cross country is very specific, it's distance, and not everyone wants to do that, but we have running and jumping and sprints and pole vaulting and throwing, and I think in track that would be a great place for someone to land even if they thought they weren't really that much into sports. I don't run so much anymore, I just jog. When I was a runner, I'd always call it, and people would say, oh, I saw you jogging when I was younger, and I'd say, no, I was running. But now when people say, oh, I saw you running, I'm like, no, you definitely saw me jogging.
Hello, I'm Reagan Deckard, Editor-in-Chief of the North Star News, our student-produced news website. Have you ever wondered why some people call our school Northside? Well, that was the original name of our school. In the planning stages, the district decided we would be called Northside High School, but members of the community were concerned that we would lose the traditions of Bloomington High School, so they decided on Bloomington High School North and Bloomington High School South. For more information about North, go to bhsnnorthstarnews.com.
Many people know about sports and music competitions, but not that many people know about theater competitions. On November 12th, our theater troupe took their show, Radium Girls, to regionals. Here's how it went.
My name is Paul Daly. I am currently teaching theater at Bloomington High School North. In the past, I have been involved in theater in almost every aspect, at almost every level. The show we're working on currently is Radium Girls. It's a play about these girls that were working in a factory in the 20s using paint that had radium in it. The radioactivity, of course, caused tremendous health problems for these workers in the factory. The company closed ranks and looked for ways not to help the girls out, and the girls fought a legal battle to try to get justice.
I think it's a perfect choice for a show. It's very sad and tragic, but it's still fun when it needs to be.
I like the Radium Girls a lot. It displays the screwed up justice systems, how they've like developed throughout the years, and just taking an example where not only they're just not getting a fair case in court, but they're like dying too. Their bones are deteriorating, and you can just like see the green glow all over. It's just going to be a really cool environment for a creepy play.
There's a lot that goes into any play selection, so I'll just touch on a few parts of it. One is that for a season as a whole, you want to create kind of a roller coaster experience so that the audience is seeing a variety of shows, experiencing a variety of feelings. And we're doing SpongeBob musical in the spring, which of course is a lighthearted, fun piece. And so to contrast with that, I was looking for a dramatic piece. Radium Girls does that. Myself, as well as many of the students, are interested in making a social statement. And right now, if you know what's going on around the world, I mean, there's instances of this kind of thing everywhere. And finally, it's just a really well-written piece. It's exciting to work on and gives the students a lot of opportunities to dig deeper and learn more.
But our thespians didn't stop there. Last Saturday, they took the Radium Girls to compete in regionals and test their acting and tech abilities against other schools.
That just makes a few requirements that we have to hit. So it has to be a piece that is 45 minutes or less. You have the added difficulty of trying to perform in two separate spaces. You have to make sure that the set can be broken down and set back up. You have to make sure that the pieces, the set, the lighting, the costumes, the sound can all be put together and taken apart, in our case, in about 2 minutes.
Competing is probably more stressful because there's more people like counting on you to do near to perfect rather than just seeing a good performance that you and your peers are helping make.
I guess competition is a whole lot more like an audition. You can't just make these little mistakes and expect them to get by, because every little thing you're doing wrong is accounted for. And so it's a lot more stressful. There's a lot more pressure for sure.
There is a lot of excitement around the idea of a competition. And the students are very excited about taking it and seeing how they compare to other schools around the state. As far as I'm concerned, as far as a director's eye is concerned, there's not a lot of difference between a competition piece and a performance piece for a regular audience. We want the best performance out of everybody that we can get, whether it's for a paying audience or for a group of judges. I am very lucky to have ended up here at Bloomington High School North. The principal, Mr. Stark, is wonderfully supportive of the arts, and that goes a long way for any program. And the students themselves are excited, engaged, intelligent, and a joy to work with.
Hey Cougars, it's snowing. I'm Kelton O'Connell, one of the executive producers of The North Star. And this episode has 2 more segments that come to you from our beginning video production classes. Let's check them out.
My name is Mr. Cockrum, and I am the yearbook, journalism, and video production teacher.
What got you started in being a student media and yearbook teacher?
I first became a teacher after working in television for nearly 10 years, and I wanted to do something that was helpful to more people. Just being a teacher, I direct students to love learning, and if students learn how to learn, they can do quite a bit with their life.
What have the past 5 years been like for you?
I was an English teacher for the first 10 years of teaching. And roughly 5 years ago, I switched over to teaching student media and public speaking. So the last 5 years, I finally got the opportunity to teach those subjects.
I heard you're working on your dissertation. Can you explain what you're working on specifically?
In 2013, I won an award from IU School of Education, the Jacobs Educator Award for Innovative Use of Technology in the Classroom. Spent a year working with IU doctoral students. After that point, I enjoyed the process so much I decided to pursue my own degree I've finished my dissertation and I'm defending it soon.
What are some other projects that you're proud of achieving, among other things?
2015, I was selected as a NASA Airborne Astronomy Ambassador, which was unusual for an English teacher because normally they select science and math teachers. But then I had to pass a graduate level astronomy class. Being able to do that was something I was proud of.
How long have you been teaching?
This is my 17th year. So.
17 years. Looking back on these 17 years, what makes you the most nostalgic?
Well, there was a time that I had hair.
Can you explain the purpose of some of the things in your room?
I consider myself a minimalist, so I don't keep a lot of things. The stuff on the walls are from yearbook. I like plants, and since I have no windows in this room, I've got a bunch of fake plants to give some life to the room. I have a green screen. I guess it's a makeshift green screen. A random trophy that I felt like I should not get rid of. I have the TED Ed letters because at my previous school I started the student TED Talks because I taught public speaking.
How are you going to continue to influence the lives of other people with your life experience?
Better to give a gift than receive a gift. I have those life experiences, some chosen, some not chosen. Students can be leaders now, and they have some great ideas, and people should hear them.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
My name is Robert Jordan, and I'm security at Bloomington High School North. Most amazing part of my life, being a father and being a mentor to the hundreds of kids that I interact with every day. Wow. That would be back starting in 1988. I played football at Western Kentucky University, and I went there and partied like a rock star and got put out. And from there, I took a job at Kentucky State Reformatory, which is maximum state prison out of Kentucky, and worked there for a number of years. In 5 years, I see myself retiring as I come up on 20 years here. As a co-owner of Jordan Family Services, I will see myself continuing to work in case management throughout that in our agency that we have. Least favorite part of what I have to do probably be in the disciplinary part. I don't like to have to write a kid up. I like to kind of model for them the behavior I want to see, and I like to see myself more as an observer and able to just talk them into helping them to make better decisions and choices as opposed to having to write them up. I don't like to see kids getting suspended. One of the major differences in being working in a prison and as a high school security guard, the level of danger that you will encounter on a daily basis. I prefer working here over working in the prison system is because you have an opportunity to help kids shape their lives and hope that they won't end up in a place like that. How do I put up with kids that don't respect me? To be honest with you, in all the years I've been here, I've never had a problem with that. Do I like my job here? I feel like I haven't worked in the last 14 years. One of my favorite memories being a security guard here at North, I have so many, but I'm gonna have to say collectively is graduation. When you're able to see kids who have come in as bright-eyed, bushy-tailed freshmen, and then watching them turn that corner as they become seniors and graduate. And when you hear them telling them very sincerely, thank you for the small part that I play in their lives. I've had to break up fights over the years so many times. A lot of it is just about trying to be proactive, getting to them before the situation escalates, but yeah, I have broken up many fights. I stay calm in dangerous situations because I've been trained to do it. I mean, when you worked over a decade in a prison system and then coming here and working with kids, it's just a matter of trying to be the same way every day when you come through that door. They know I'm rarely going to raise my voice. They know I'm not going to run. And they know what to expect from me every day. Do I think prison food or school food is better? Prison food is better.
Thank you for once again joining us at the North Star. I hope to see you all here again very soon.